Connecting a current event to a time in our history can be difficult, but if you think really hard, almost everything can connect to our past. Take imperialism, for example. Imperialism is a policy of extending a country's power and influence through diplomacy or military force, says dictionary.com. Imperialism is basically when people come into a country or a city and they start building and they take over and they have their own ideas and they're benefiting from it, while the people who originally lived there are not receiving any benefits. Some development experts do not believe that there is a way to end world poverty, and it's such a huge task that it may seem impossible, but others believe it is even a modest goal. In April 2013, a news conference during the spring meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank discussed their target date for ending world poverty. This date is 2030. Today, there are 1.2 billion people living in extreme poverty. And according to researchers, those people may not own land, but they have no productive assets that they would need to help raise enough to get themselves and potentially their families out of poverty. In families like this, about between a half and 3/4 of their income goes towards their food. This is a very prevalent issue in Africa today, specifically in South Sudan, where there is a huge problem with oil consumption. Why would America send its trained workers to help with the oil when they have tons of men and women eager and ready out of work in South Sudan? Training them would not take too much effort, and in the long run, it would really benefit Africa's economy. Africa's economy is going through a roller coaster of a time, with new people coming to their countries and taking jobs from the locals. There is a huge opportunity to invest and potentially make millions of dollars that could help take people out of poverty and create tons of new jobs. Africa is one of the continents with the highest growth rate. In some countries, that means the poverty level has increased. In South Sudan, there is also a big problem with sex trafficking and child labor. Child labor can also connect to the Industrial Revolution. The whole world is going through problems, and they can all connect back to different parts of our history, just like the idea of people taking over in imperialism to the actual events of people taking over in South Sudan. I think by education, we can stop these very prevalent problems.